Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Notre Dame's offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
To throw, it's Hunter. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down.
Yeah.
From the gun, wants to pass. Then as he throws, working that left side. And it's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out.
Man, where does the pass interference?
Pass fourth down fails, and they'll turn it over. The midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focus point 1, 2, and 3, Jensen.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. Let's see if they can get it done.
Guys, Hush! Really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going to the transfer portal.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. They'll go right back to it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this this one sails through just inside that left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Dropping back, it's Carpenter. Blasted as he lets it go.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keen on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese. It was so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 20.
Fucking pitiful.
They handle the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you talk about, you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Toss sweep. Trying to get it outside to the right. He stops at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Carpenter. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Just can't take a sack on second down there in the red red zone, because that's already been the problem for this offense. They've been having to settle for field goals and not score touchdowns. They have been able to drive.
And they will
That
score.
dude just running with the man.
Navy. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits it in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job of finding the hole, explodes through. A nice, big, huge game. If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
What is this big of mystery? What's this mystery?
To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll give it to the back. Past the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that, too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front. Guys pushing the pile. NFL talent on this offensive line. Just having their way. Making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up. All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great now going into the season because coverage is going to be tight. It might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been prepping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And here comes the Navy offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's the handoff. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Got a man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. back to pass. Here's a heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And this poor guy.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line.
Oh, my God. You can't outrun a fucking D lineman?
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back.
Oh, them blockers, okay, nobody fucking block.
Making the stop after a short gain. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wants to throw. It's Hunter. Moving away from pressure. A strike downfield. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last one.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Oh, you're still going to school.
2nd and goal coming up. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone.
Oh, my God.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The 40, the 30, the 20. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal.
Oh, my God.
For the end zone. And he runs it in for the score.
Fucking retarded.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give is to Williams.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Oh my God, dude, what the fuck?
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting this quarterback.
There he goes. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly,
fuck
but
out
the
of here.
defense wrestles him down at the 2. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gore. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Corrals it at the 45.
Oh my God.
Pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here come the Irish back on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the breaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stops at the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to comply.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gore. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. To the air, it's Carpenter. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back to the 16.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. As you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got enough for the first down and once more. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. The sure hand. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Looking for space to the left. Takes a hit as he fires. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice.
Looking for a man. It's Carpenter.
Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Lost the fire on second down. Gets open down the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Man, how
Wide
the
open
fuck?
downfield. Speeding down the left side. Past the 20.
Hey, you go outrun. You get outran by a fucking tight end.
Put him up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give is to Williams. Picks up the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached a break, and Navy holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give on the inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdowns. Nice timing by that defender.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish.
Oh my God, dude, get the fucking ball.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Looking downfield, it's Hunter. Bears the pressure.
That dude is fucking garbage.
And that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Slithers into space. And he's able to bounce off.
Pushing forward for fucking y'all.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand. They're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look at this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. He lost one down the sideline.
Man, how did they just shove my man out of bounds?
Lots of room to run. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
Finish this.
Touchdown, midshipman. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Look out, he's got room. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Throws to the side. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensive. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Back to pass. It's Hunter. Starts to scramble to the left. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call.
Never fucking failed.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical.
No question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big man has it at the 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Notre Dame once back up near its own goal line, now on the move. The give is to Williams. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out to the stop and get him the ball back.
And he makes the extra point. Here he comes with the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes the Navy offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He'll do it himself. Turning it on.
Really?
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Lost one deep down the right side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big-time play?
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Catch in the middle, and it's Gilbert. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And with that touchdown, they tied the game. All you got to do now is kick the extra point. You need to do a great job on special teams covering, and your defense just has to hold on because there are only a few ticks left on the game clock.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You've got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? What's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
Looking for a man, it's Carpenter. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make the play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.